kind of called it in a way earlier this week, because we did say that the Ljubljana boys were just full of talent, full of depth, and then we look at the Belgrade boys just full of energy and team spirit, togetherness. So it is kind of good to see both teams performing on finals day. Here's Haider facing up to Ghani Khan. He's given it everything. Oh, and unlucky for Rashid Ali. I don't know if the ball bounced funny, because he just looked like he tried to shoulder that back into the field. Didn't use his hands much, but it must have been a bad bounce.
Well, he's alive. Why? He's a bit of a firecracker. Look, you see what he's doing. You see what the play was there. He's leaping from inside the field of play, trying to get there and push this ball, smack this ball back in. It's a bit like what do you call it? Roger Federer just smashed one down to Rafa Nadal, and Nadal's trying to get it back in but can't. That was the action there. A bit of tennis action on the cricket field. This is straight down. It's almost a straight pull. Watch the bounce on this, and well adjusted. Oh, I was going to say well adjusted and watched by Kareem. It wasn't. He still got through, but Shinwari is there, like all good fielders, just backing up just in case.
Yeah, you can see in this side that Shinwari is a bit of a consistent performance with the bat, with ball. Not so much with the bat, but with ball in the field. He's always covering his teammates.
Yeah.
Has a stern word every now and then. Ghani Khan in again.
This is well hit, but again, the ball just starts to plug and slows down as it hits the deck. They'll take a couple.
Oh, Rico, good throw there, and he would have been miles out. There's no urgency in this running between the wickets. I've seen Milk turn quicker than some of these batsmen, and I'm hoping that with a couple of good throws from the Ljubljana's point of view, this would have been run out by miles.
Yeah, if that's a good throw to the keeper, it's adios. It wasn't the best of throws, though it's a pretty strong arm. So they survive 40 on the board. 2 balls to go in this, the 8th over. And it almost looks like it's going to be maybe even a lower score than what they did or got against Belgrade.
Well bowled by Ghani Khan, always talking about that ball that's hitting the top of the stumps. He's really got that right in the last couple of games, I wasn't too happy with his almost sort of man-catting yesterday. And I'm glad the sanity prevailed when Thomas just waved his big, Slovenian arms and just said, hang on, no, dead ball. But since then, Ghani Khan has not put a foot wrong.
No, I tell you what, see this ball to last and he's over. And again, it should just be a single. It will be because of the running we know of Sokol is so poor. But look, Ghani Khan, remember he was the player bowling in that match, the very important match earlier against the Assassins, where when he started bowling, he was taken apart a little bit, and before he could finish his over, he went for a catch, which I think it must have split his webbing or something, because he had to go to the field of play because his hand was bleeding badly. He's come back. He's come back stronger and better, hasn't he? I mean, what a spell that is. Just 12 runs from it. So whatever it is, well, he's another player that's got better. I'm wondering if you can see with his hand, he has got that bandaged up. So obviously it was a small finger injury where he split some of the skin. But great performance from him. What a comeback.
Yeah, here he comes. Hassan, it's not a good delivery. And Singh just saying, come on, pal. I'm not mobile down the leg side yet.
Oh, no.
Bowl on the off. And then again, it only costs him a wide and a single, but the running again is just leaving a lot to be desired.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'd like to think that the teams do go back and they look at some of their performances, they get together as a team and talk about it. I don't see that from Zagreb Sokol because they're making the same errors time and time again. They're just not running. They're not helping their cause. The score, 44 here at the moment. Well, that probably will go to 42. I think 2 to be added to that. But it should quite easily be something around about the 55, 60 mark if they're running, and they're just not running.
Yep, they just are not running, Rico, and Hassan is loving it right now with his bowling figures. And there's another wicket for him. We see Mamun, who's just been eating up dot balls. He was sitting on 9 or 14. He gets stumped now for 9 or 15. And if you look at his head positioning here, folks, he had no chance in him, this ball. He's not watching it. He's looking somewhere else. Abdul Hassan, cool as a cucumber as always, and some really nice and neat work behind the stumps by Singh.
Yeah, Ramjit Singh does really well. But nice to see a smile on his face as well. I think he's a character that is looking to make his mark on this series so far. Hasn't had everything all go his way, but he looks a happy man out there, and he'd be very happy to have that highlight of that stumping. Good quick hands from him. It's another wicket for Abdul Hassan, and you were talking about him has probably been, maybe he's a contender certainly for MVP, like the likes of Jones maybe, who's picking up wickets. Also, I'm not going to rule out our youngster, Vule Zimunic. We've got some names in there, but this guy, I mean, it's just remarkable. He's one-handed catching, he's taking wickets, and he clobbers the ball as well. So he's right up in the frame as well.
Rico, I don't even think he bowled the first 3 days.
Yeah, I think they probably thought, like, you got a bad hand, don't bowl. But he's thinking, now I'm doing everything one-handedly. I can have a bowl. If I can catch, and I reckon he's caught everything that's come his way. I think about 5 catches. I mean, somebody could look that up. If any of the robots out there that's got access to the stats, just have a look up, see how many catches he's taken. Well, whatever number it is, I can tell you, they've all been one-handed catches. That is a record in itself. I'm calling it now. That is a European Cricket Network record. The number of one-handed catches taken in a series. In this one-week series, it belongs to that man there. And, well, Abdul Hassan, looking to get his team into the final here. Maybe a few more highlights. This has been tonked. This has gone a long way. And there's an aeroplane up there. Be careful because there's a Bizaway ball coming your way because that one is a Bizaway supersonic hit. 6 runs.
Yeah, Haider coming to the party again. We saw this in the previous game against Belgrade that Haider hit a couple out the ground. The issue was that between these sixes, just hit too many dots. So let's see if we can put a couple of boundaries together. Oh, he's almost been bowled. The issue was that between these boys had no one left to come. We see Haider walk into the wicket.
Yeah, well, Haider, I mean, yeah, he looks like a unit. He probably can hit the ball pretty hard. But as we've seen here today already, there's a lot of balls being hit hard, but they're always going to the fielder. But look, the question is, can he perform this time? Hasn't been able to so far for his team. Has a go, and it's just going to drop short. It's going to drop in no man's land with everybody on the boundary. Nobody in at mid wicket.
Just had been informed that Jonesy is actually a South African. South African / New Zealander apparently, and he spent some time living in England. So, come on, you South African man. And Slobbo just gets the edge of Gornell's bat.
They've got to be running
He's running
hard.
too hard, yeah.
Yeah, they've got to try and get whatever score they can get on the board here.
Yeah, unbelievable, this bowling performance so far from the Belgrade. It's as if they've almost kept their best for last, second last hopefully in their minds. Slobbo in again. Cornell tries to go after it, swings across the line, and that's a dot ball to finish the over. So Tosic goes for 20 in his 2, He's able to pick up a vital wicket of Singh. And we just look at the glove work here by Pecic. Just wears it in the chest there.
Yeah. Ooh. It's good. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? If you can't get your gloves to it, stop it somehow. And Pecic does really well. You can see the batter though hadn't left the crease. And that looks like there's a lot of runs being scored there, but it's not.
No.
There hasn't been a lot of runs. It looks more exciting than it is, but there has been a lot of wickets. It is 55 with 7 down, 12 balls to go. Can they get this score to around about the 80s? But they've got to try and survive as well. And I reckon Belgrade, they're looking to try and take the wickets here. The man who took a fantastic catch now coming on to bowl, he's second over, Dujic.
Boggy starts off with a wide. He does seem to start his spells with a little bit of a wide. He just falls over. He needs to keep that left side nice and high. And if his left side's nice and high, you'll see his wrist come through and he'll get some away shape. Harder deep in his crease. And he comes. Pitches this one up. Beautiful delivery and just pushed down the ground by Haider and only a single. So that'll bring Gornell back on strike. It was surprising to see Gornell come in ahead of Haider. So, as you hear in front of us, come on, Boggy. Lots of people back home supporting him as well. In he comes again. Good delivery. Shot by Gornell into the covers, but only a single. And again, as long as they're scoring singles, the Belgrade boys are very, very happy with that.
Yeah, they're more than happy with this. I mean, these two teams, they've played each other twice before. Belgrade, look, just remember this. Belgrade, in the first match, match number 9, only posted 69. They were 69 for 5. And Zagreb Sokol got them with 18 balls to go, only losing the 1 wicket. Well, talking of wickets, could this be one or is this going to be a boundary? I think it's going to go all the way. This is big. That is a Bizaway supersonic hit from Haider. Well, he gets hold of this and he sends it to the boundary. Boom. Shaka Lagya.
Please describe the stroke for me, Rico.
Well, how can you describe it? It's just a little back foot slog but it's out of the middle of that bat. Well, that is as sweet as a bowl of glab jambu, and that has gone the distance. Vital runs. Can he back it up, though? That's what we haven't seen too much today. Batter's been able to back up one big hit with another. And he just amazingly lets this go by. He really does. He amazingly lets it go by.
And it was perfect for the shot that he's just played. It was just like you said, a back foot slog, slap, whatever you want to call it. But just let that go by. So can Boggy close out his over here? Maybe he can even sneak a wicket.
Couple of deliveries. I think Hyder will swing hard at this. Whatever. He does. Hits it well, and it goes all the way. Watch out to the traffic coming through. Well, they're wondering, what is that coming our way as the cars go by? Well, Elise Hyder times this to perfection. Is another big hit. Is another big six outside the off. This is a cracking shot. Why he doesn't play the same shot to the ball before, I will never know. Well, this one almost holds up the traffic as it goes into the road. 6 more. The score moves into the 70s. That's a big hit. Now, I was telling you about Belgrade, how they struggled in that match number 9. But in match 10, they were much better. It was their turn to be victorious. They got 107 for 1, and Zagreb Sokol was 62 all out. So these two teams, on the 2 occasions they've met, one team has always performed badly with the bat, and the other has been dominant. So it seems to be following that pattern.
Yeah, well, let's see how does Boggy go here. Bogdan Dujic. Come on, Boggy. What you got for us here? Last ball of the over. Hyder. Oh, it's into his body. No run.
Oh, could be. Well, he holds on to it. Does the wicketkeeper Petish. He decides he doesn't want to throw it away. How does this not go on and hit the stumps? I mean, I thought he was going to play this onto his stumps for a moment. Smacks it back into his thigh. And he does finish the over with a dot. So it stays on 70. 70 is the score. There is 6 balls to go. 70 for 7. Can they get to the 80?
Can they get to the 85, Rico? Because 85 is our golden ball territory.
85 golden ball territory. It's liking that from the captain, Romy Vitas. He goes up to the bowler, has a little word with him, and it's Saranak who's going to bowl this one. It bowled the second over, which went for, I think it went for 10. Yeah, it does. 10 of his first. So in he comes. Saranak to finish things off.
Oh, got him. Got him. No, off the pad.
Just completely missed it. It's a very, very unusual shot from Gurnau. I mean, why? I mean, surely Gurnau should just be thinking, right, whatever, get something on this and take a single. But he takes his eye off this completely. Watch the head here. Watch how quickly, look, just there, takes his eye away from the ball and he misses it.
What is a touch, Rico? Because they all went up, so.
I don't think it touches anything.
Nah, I think they just went up for the crazy shot. Sereni again. This time Cornell gets it, pulls it away. Look at that fielding by Burton.
Yeah.
Wow, Wintley just comes storming in from the boundary. One-handed pickup. Have a look at this, folks. Flying it at a rate of knots. One-handed pickup, under armour. Great influence, great. Also, big shout out for the guys in the chat. They're asking for Jumanji, Rico.
Yeah,
they want to know, why is Jumanji not bowling? So it looks like you've started something there.
I suppose, I mean, when you look at the bowling and how all the bowlers are bowled, nobody's bowled badly. So, whereas sometimes Belgrade have had to make a change for whatever reason, they haven't had to here. The bowlers bowl really well. Why change what's working?
I would say if I had to do